From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, India is a spellbinding mosaic of culture, tradition, languages, and an extraordinary mingling civilization. Keeping its age-old culture maintained, today the country is taking huge strides in the path of development. Hello, I'm your host Yeshi, and today in our episode of My India, we bring you some of the stories that will give a glimpse of our country's diversity. To revive the age-old culture of Jammu and Kashmir and bring the younger generation closer to its roots, a two-day cultural and craft festival was recently organized in Poonch. The event saw a wonderful mix of art, culture and heritage. Have a look.
Poonch got engulfed in vivid colours of joy and exuberance as thousands of locals and tourists visit the district to be a part of the two-day cultural and craft festival. Organised by Jammu and Kashmir Academy of Art, Culture and Languages in association with district administration, the event saw participation of around 200 artists from across the Union Territory. From Punjabi to Pahari dance forms, they presented a number of mesmerizing performances to spread cross-cultural awareness among the spectators. They even expressed their gratitude to the government for providing them with a chance to showcase their rich heritage.
फर्स्ट टाइम मैंने देखा यहाँ पे इतने सारे लोग, इतने सारा कल्चर, इतने सारे रंग यहाँ पे एकत्रित हुए हैं, तो बहुत बढ़िया लगा मुझे। ये जो गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से इतने सारे एफर्ट्स यहाँ पे लगाए हुए हैं, तो थैंक्स करना चाहूँगी यूटी का, गवर्नर साहब का, कि बार बार ऐसा हो, बार बार लोग इकट्ठे हों, आपस में मित्रता बढ़े, आपस में प्यार बढ़े, तो बहुत ही अच्छा लगा। यहाँ के दर्शक बहुत अच्छे हैं, यहाँ का जो माहौल है बहुत ही अच्छा, पीसफुल है, लोग बड़े प्यार से रहते हैं।
हमारे बहुत सारे डिफरेंट वॉक्स ऑफ लाइफ के साथ ताल्लुक़ रखने वाले हमारे लोग जो हैं, उन्होंने इस प्रोग्राम में हिस्सा लिया, यहाँ आए, उन्हें विटनेस किया ये प्रोग्राम। मैं ख़ास करके ये बताऊं कि इस प्रोग्राम का मकसद ये था कि हम अपनी भूली बिसरी जो यादें हैं, जो हमारी रवायत है, जो हमारी तहज़ीब है, हमारा कल्चर है, उसको रिवाइव करें, अपनी नई नस्ल तक बताएं उनको, भाई हमारा खाना, हमारा रहन सहन और हमारी तहज़ीब और तमद्दन क्या थी।
A local music show put up by a group of artists was another highlight of the event. Accompanied by musical instruments, their melodious voices brought the audience to the edge of their seats. Artists urged to have more such events on a regular basis so that their culture is promoted.
पूंछ की धरती पर बहुत अच्छे किस्म का प्रोग्राम हुआ है, बहुत दूर दूर से आर्टिस्ट आए और उन्होंने मनोरंजन किया और अच्छे किस्म से प्रोग्राम हुआ। बाहर पूंछ के लोग हमारे जितने भी थे, इन्होंने हमारे साथ तावन दिया और बहुत अच्छे किस्म से हमारा प्रोग्राम जो है वो हुआ है और जो बाकी बचा वो भी हो रहा है। तो हम ये चाहते हैं कि ऐसे प्रोग्राम बार बार होने चाहिए ताकि हमारा कल्चर जो है, पहाड़ी हो, गोजरी हो, जो भी मतलब ज़माने हमारे हैं, उनमें मुख्तलिफ रंगों रंग प्रोग्राम हो रहे हैं और ये मतलब हमारे जितने भी आर्टिस्ट हैं, इनका भी जो है इंटरेस्ट वो दिन ब दिन बढ़ता जा रहा है। तो हम ये यूटी के जितने भी लोग हैं, हम मशकूर हैं कि हमारा जो ये प्रोग्राम हुआ है, आने वाले कल भी हमारे प्रोग्राम इसी तरीके से होते रहें।
As a part of the event, small entrepreneurs, college students and officials from various departments including agriculture, horticulture, tourism, sheep husbandry and even youth services and sports erected their stalls. While those set up by the departments made people aware about various schemes and policies related to their respective sector, others left the visitors spoiled for choice. With such events organized on a regular basis, it will not just lead to the promotion of crafts and culture, but also connect the younger generation to its traditional roots.
India is a country where Sufism has not just flourished but has also become a way of integrating different religious communities. Even today, the teachings of these saints inform the lives of people, and this was very well reflected during the special prayers at the shrine of Saint Hazrat Mubarak Khan Shaheed, where people of all faiths assembled to seek the blessings of the holy saint.
Cutting across the religious lines, hundreds of thousands of pilgrims throng the Dargah of Hazrat Mubarak Khan Shaheed in Gorakhpur city of Uttar Pradesh. The Dargah witnessed a large number of pilgrims coming together in the spirit of humanity and commemorated the Urs or death anniversary of the Sufi saint. During Urs, devotees, including women and children, offered prayers and holy chadar at the shrine while chanting verses from the Quran.
यहाँ न कोई जाति है, न कोई धर्म है, न कोई व्यवस्था है, न अमीर है, न गरीब है। ये अपने आप को शांति के लिए और अपने आप को अपने जीवन में उपलब्धियां अर्जित करने के लिए संतों के मज़ारों पर आते हैं। ये 1000 साल पुराना आस्थाना है, जहाँ 1000 सालों से मेला लगा करता है, जहाँ सब कुछ भुला करके इंसान इंसानियत की बात सीखने आता है, मानवता की बात सीखने आता है। तो मानवता का संदेश ये आस्थाना दिया करता है।
The holy site sees a large number of devotees coming together in the spirit of humanity, especially on Thursdays. It is believed that popular Hindu author Munshi Premchand used to visit this dargah, which was the inspiration behind his popular work Eidgah. This year, the Urs of the saint was organized in the month of May.
सभी लोग आते हैं, हम आते हैं, हस्बैंड जी आते हैं, बच्चे आते हैं, जो 4 लोग जानते हैं जिसको वो भी आते हैं साथ में। कहीं भी जाइए, कोई ऐसा व्यवस्था नहीं है, आपका आस्था है, कोई आपको बुलाने तो गया नहीं है, आपका आस्था है तो आप आए हैं, तो उसमें हिंदू मुस्लिम का तो कोई वो नहीं है।
By giving out loud the message of peace and harmony, these dargahs of Sufi saints have been long acting as a symbol of communal harmony.
Now, a roundup of some of the major stories that made news recently.
Bollywood thriller Anek, meaning several, starring critically acclaimed actor Ayushmann Khurrana, released in theatres across India and received a warm response from moviegoers.
तो ये मूवी में भी उन्होंने एक बहुत ही थॉट प्रोवोकिंग इशू के ऊपर काम किया और बहुत ही बेहतरीन काम किया। ऐसी ये मूवी एंजॉय करने के लिए नहीं है, ये मूवी में आप वो जो नॉर्थ ईस्ट के लोग हैं उनका पेन और ट्रॉमा जिससे वो गुजरे हैं वो दर्शाया गया है, तो वो बहुत ही अच्छे से पोर्ट्रे किया गया है।
The movie revolves around the socio-political rift taking place in India's northeastern states between armed militant groups and the Indian Armed Forces. Directed by Indian director Anubhav Sinha, the film shows the story of an undercover cop who tries to bring peace to northeastern India during his mission. Hundreds of thousands of devout Hindus took a holy dip in various rivers in the wee hours in various parts of India to mark No Moon Monday. River banks teemed with devotees as they waited for their turns to plunge in the Ganges, to wash away lifetimes of sins and pray for the happiness of their departed ancestors.
हम मुंबई से आए हैं और यहाँ पे हम अपने परिवार बच्चों के साथ आए हैं और ये गंगा नहाने से ऐसे लगता है कि हमारे पाप सारे धुल गए हैं। और आज सोमती अमावस्या है, सोमती अमावस्या का हम भारतीयों में बहुत महत्व होता है, तो हम लोग को ऐसे लगता है गंगा आज सोमती अमावस्या को नहा लिया और दान पुण्य यहाँ पे आके कर लिया तो बहुत पुण्य प्राप्त कर लिया।
Somvati Amavasya is also significant for married women who take a dip in the Ganges, fast and pray for the long lives of their husbands. According to the Hindu epic of Mahabharata, Bhishma, son of river Ganga, narrated the significance of Somvati Amavasya to Yudhishthir, the eldest of the 5 Pandav brothers. Bhishma said that whoever takes a bath in the sacred rivers on this day would be prosperous, disease-free and free from grief and sorrow. A mango fruit festival aimed at promoting different varieties of popular fruit was organized in India's southern Karnataka state. The event happened after a gap of 2 years because of COVID-19 induced lockdown. Mango lovers and locals from in and around Bengaluru city attended the festival. Mangoes of all shapes and sizes were displayed at the festival.
Come visit Mango Mela, where you can find a good mango. So no farmer's intention is to sell the mangoes. His intention is to make his product visible all over the nation. Bangalore is one type of city where you can see multiple language people or multiple community people, and we think this is the best platform to market our own product.
Alfonso mangoes, which are one of the most expensive varieties of mangoes in the world, are also produced in India's western Maharashtra state. India's mango pulp market caters to some of the world's biggest food and beverage players, including PepsiCo, Coca-Cola and Unilever.
And now we will take you to Midnapur city of West Bengal, where the Dargah of Chansa Baba has been uniting people of different religious communities for years. Take a look. For centuries, the shrine of Chansa Baba in Midnapur district of West Bengal has served as a cynosure of unification between myriad faiths practiced in India. No matter which caste or community they belong to, devotees bow their head before the shrine and offer their respect to the revered Sufi saint and pray for the well-being of their family.
Maintain the shrine mostly the Hindu wives come here and they put the chadar on Baba and they put some flowers as well, and Muslims also come and pray. So Baba is great. Baba does all the good and happiness to all the people.
Situated in the Ballafpur Birza Mohalla area of Midnapur district, the holy site is thronged by a number of devotees every year. Sufi saint Chansa Baba was a renowned figure among the people of Midnapur. During his entire life, he worked for the well-being of humanity and promoted love and brotherhood. In 1980, after the demise of the Sufi saint, a shrine was built in his honor by one of his Hindu disciples, Chamat Kumar Setua, so as to spread the message of saint and promote camaraderie among the people of different faiths.
बाबा का मोहब्बत में मैं फंस गया, मैं निकाल नहीं सकता. जब तक जिंदा रहेगा वो मान नहीं होगा, सबको छोड़ देगा, बाबा लोगों को नहीं छोड़ सकता. ये एक ऐसा मोहब्बत है, ये टूटने वाला नहीं है. जितना कड़ा हो जाता है, जितना दिन जाएगा कड़ा होगा, टूटने वाला नहीं.
Since ages, the Sufi saints like Chansa Baba have propagated the message of spiritualism and harmony in our country, and their teachings are still playing a significant role in binding different faiths together. The Indian Railways is the fourth largest railway network by size. It was introduced in India by the British government during their colonial rule in the country. To visit the remarkable history of the Indian Railways and witness the different kinds of developments and changes in the sector, the National Rail Museum in capital city of New Delhi is visited by people of all ages and backgrounds. Take a look.
In a history of 169 years, the Indian Railways has thrived on the path of development. Its a remarkable history could be traced back and revisited in the National Rail Museum, which is located in the capital city, New Delhi. The museum encapsulates all the memories and developments related to railways in India. Spread over an area of 10 acres, the outer campus of the museum displays different kinds of antiques like an old engine, rail, coaches and freight train coaches.
इस म्यूज़ियम के साथ जुड़ी हैं उन सभी यात्राओं की यादें जो कि लगभग 200 साल के आधुनिक युग के इतिहास में भारतीय रेल ने और अन्य रेल प्रणालियों ने भी संजोई हैं. तो सिर्फ एक ये म्यूज़ियम नहीं, भारतीय रेल संभालता है यूनेस्को की वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट्स को, माउंटेन रेलवेज़ ऑफ इंडिया को. साथ में एक बिल्डिंग है मुंबई में जो बॉम्बे वीटी के नाम से प्रसिद्ध है, अब CSMT. तो ये सारे उस परिदृश्य में हैं जिन्होंने भारत के आज़ादी की लड़ाई को भी और नवीन भारत के सृजन को भी देखा है, समझा है, उसमें योगदान दिया है.
A unique monorail engine, which was built in the year 1907, has also been kept here. The speciality of this engine is that one wheel of the engine runs on the track while other wheel runs on road. Another major attraction of the museum is a ride on a wonderful and unique toy train which takes a complete round of the museum. Visitors enjoy sitting and getting a glance of the entire museum and enjoy the view of the other trains and engines that fall along the way of the ride.
मैं अहमदाबाद से गुजरात से लगता हूँ. हम यहाँ टूर पे निकले थे, बहुत बढ़िया लगा. अगली आने वाली पीढ़ी को ज़्यादा जानकारी होगी कि इसमें किस तरह से देश ने आगे तरक्की की है, कैसे कैसे जनरेशन चेंज हो रही है, ट्रेन ने भी कैसे तरक्की की, देश ने भी कैसे तरक्की की, उससे मालूमात पड़ता है, काफ़ी फ़र्क पड़ता है.
Photographs showcasing the history, evolution and splendor of Indian Railways have been displayed inside the museum, as well as models of various types of locomotives, rail coaches, freight trains, bogies and more. The office of the Rail Museum has also been made from the old coach of a train, and the administrative department is working here. Keeping the history of Indian Railways, this railway museum has become a center of tourist attraction, which provides a platform to gather information about the history of Indian Railways in an interesting way.
At the end, we bring you a few short stories about the recent developments and happenings from around the world in our section of World in Focus.
An automobile exhibition was recently organized in Japan. The exhibition focused on carbon-neutral automobiles and automobile manufacturing firms taking steps to curb carbon emission. The efforts of two of the world's top automobile production companies, Toyota and Isuzu, attracted attention.
トヨタ自動車の方なんですけれど、カーボンニュートラルも今回一つのテーマとして重要視しておりまして、展示の方をさせていただいております。今回見ていただいてお分かりになりますように、電気を使った EV と、あと水素を使った燃料電池自動車の方の展示物の方をご紹介しております。カーボンニュートラルといっても、今例えば EV であったりだとか、電動車の方大変注目をされていると思うんですけれど、トヨタの方は電動車以外にもカーボンニュートラル燃料ということで、例えば e フューエルだとか、そういった燃料の方でも CO2 を下げれるんじゃないかというふうに思っておりまして、トヨタとしては今選択肢を狭めないということで、電動車も重要なんですけれど、その燃料の方、カーボンニュートラル燃料の方の対応も重要だというふうには思っています。
Talking about carbon neutral cars, EV and electric cars are attracting a lot of attention. However, Toyota uses carbon neutral fuel like e-fuel apart from using electric cars. Isuzu is introducing efforts to develop EV fuel and autonomous driving technology in its cars as a step towards environment conservation. World's leading Japanese car companies are contributing to the future of automobile industry along with taking steps towards environment conservation. Young Egyptians donned their skating gear and participated in a rally at the Egyptian canal city of Port Said, which organizers say is the first of its kind in the country.
اللي احنا بصدد النهارده مهرجان كبير يقام لاول مره، وان شاء الله هو هيبقى المهرجان الاول لمحبي وعشاق رياضه السكايتنج. لمن لا يعرف هذه الرياضه دي التزحلق بشكل عام، بيمارس رياضه بشكل هاوي انما بيساهم من اجل نشر السياحه او من اجل تنشيط السياحه لمصر بشكل عام وبورسعيد بشكل خاص.
يا جماعه النهارده في ماراثون اول مره يحصل في الجمهوريه، ماراثون صراحه لذيذ، تجهيزات لذيذه جدا، الناس اللعبه بتعرف الناس على بعضها اكتر. بلعب بقالي تقريبا 4 سنين، اللعبه ممتعه جدا، ما بتاخدش وقت من المذاكره نهائي، ما بتاثرش على حياتي العمليه خالص. بكمل في مذاكرتي عادي، بخلص شغلي وبخلص مذاكرتي وفي نفس الوقت بفك عن نفسي باللعبة.
Around 800 sport lovers gathered from different cities for the rally and skated for nearly 4 kilometers across the city. The event was organized by the Port Said Governorate, the Tourism Development Authority and the Ministry of Youth and Sports Directorate to promote local tourism in the city. A Ugandan team of university researchers have developed a low-cost air quality monitoring technology solution that is designed to work in an environment with conditions like extreme heat, dust, and unreliable power unique to Africa. Engineer Bino Mugisha, who leads the research project called AirQuo at the state-run Makerere University, said they were driven to develop the innovation as a contribution to tackling the high death toll from air pollution.
Air pollution is one of the greatest environmental health risks. We quickly found out that organizations like the World Health Organization had done some studies to quantify the magnitude of air pollution, which shows that over 7 million people die every year from illnesses which are linked to air pollution exposure. And for us, that was, really an eye-opener for us to come in with technology solutions and how we could contribute to improving air quality.
The monitoring devices are installed at locations like schools, residential areas, streets and buildings, as well as motorbike taxis. Currently, AirQuo has deployed a network of 65 monitors, mostly in Kampala. The city was previously using air quality monitors, mostly imported from the US, at about $30,000 a piece, and city officials say because the equipment was not made for the local environment, it frequently broke down and needed costly repairs. According to AirQuo, their devices, about $150 a piece, are designed to work on both grid electricity and solar power. This is Mikoshi, a portable shrine that is strolling through a crowd of spectators. The crowd is rejoiced to witness celebrations after the long pandemic break. This year, in the month of May, for the first time in 3 years, 3 Mikoshis were carried out from Asakusa shrine area. Asakusa is one of the most popular tourism cities in Japan. It is crowded with foreign tourists because of housing famous attractions like Sensoji Temple, ancient sweet shops. However, due to the new coronavirus, the number of tourists coming to the city was decreased from 30 to 2%. The Nakami's shopping street in front of the Sensoji Temple grounds was also affected due to the pandemic.
すごくダメージありました。はい、大ダメージです。
2年はもう全く日本人もいらっしゃらないし。
There were almost no tourists here for 2 years, even the Japanese. Japan hopes to revive inbound tourism by easing restrictions on the entry of foreign tourists.
That's all we have for you this week. Your comments and suggestions are important to us. Do give us your feedback at myindia@anin.com. I'm your host Yeshi, and it's goodbye from the entire production team.